Hey everybody, welcome to the show. Yeah, we're doing it. Yeah, I'm doing an amazing today low carb delight. $4 in ingredients, which I was careful in getting, and it was very much an important thing for me to achieve this goal. I went out looking at one of my low cost groceries in my area to find vegetables that were low cost. We're going to use one stalk of celery, organic celery. I got this for $1.50, this whole thing. Whenever you buy at the market, go to the vegetable section and see what's on sale. So sometimes you see things like this on sale, and it's worth it. So the celery is going to be a little bit of salt in the dinner. I'm going to be looking at a yellow pepper, which combined with my Anaheim pepper, which I grew in my garden. No more than 50 cents for that. And I got an organic onion and a little bit of broccoli. That's a combination of about $1 right there. And I'm going to throw some garlic from the garden in there too. I've got a bunch of bulbs of garlic. You can use crushed garlic, garlic powder, that's fine. This dinner is going to have a meat component, which I've been able to buy boneless thighs that are made from Tyson Foods. They claim no antibiotics and hormones. There's a kind of an ongoing discussion online about that, but I'll tell you what I do. I got this bag of boneless, skinless chicken thighs. $5.99 for this. Very easy to work with. Very easy to work with. I portioned out 6 sections out of the $6 purchase, and I put together part of it into this container here, which is $1 worth. Now, chicken thigh is a very tasty product, and it's very affordable. Now, if you happen to get the bones in, you just want to pull it off the bone. All right. So I'm up to $2. And then I found an amazing deal on this cauliflower. Now, normally this is going to be a $2 item in and of itself. But I got this for $1, 99 cents. And I had to do a little cutting of the outside, a little bit shaving, right here. Got a little blemish right there, but very little. I always look for sections of vegetables that are rated marked down like that. You can always cut off the brown part. Okay, so I'm technically up to $3 for myself, but $4 for you. Yeah, black mobile, you can use a knife to do that. You got taters and onions on the roast. That sounds good. Some people like tater tots. Those are really tasty, but full of calories. Okay, the feet are in sight. Okay, I'll move that. I know a lot of you have foot fetishes, and I don't want to cater to those people here. Oh yeah. All right, so we're going to work with these vegetables, basically. I'm going to take the meat and dice that up. The meat is the first thing I'm going to start cooking today. Because what I want to do is get kind of a meaty diced chicken thing going and work on flavoring. And I'll show you little tips I use on flavoring. We'll start the grill off at level 3 back here, just to get it hot. I'm going to throw this on the pan. Which I'm going to cut the meat with, and I'm going to use a sharp knife. And of course I rinse my hands off before and after I cut the meat. But just go, nice cuts like this. We're going to dice it basically. And we're going to cook it at a fairly high temperature so that it gets kind of flavorsome when it adds all that flavor to the vegetables. And today I'm going to be using a little bit of pasta. Even though this is low carb, I thought I would try a little pasta as an added bonus. Because the end product is going to be kind of a pasta with cauliflower in it to replace pasta. Because a lot of people are using cauliflower now to replace pasta. All right. How's everybody going? Zetterbeard's in. Hey, the mob's like, well, there you go. It's not a lot of chicken, but you can spread this out among 8 people. It doesn't provide a lot of protein, but you can always add more chicken. All right. Fafufi, that's just inappropriate here. You're running the risk of being muted by making statements that are outlandish in the show. Oh, I've got a call. Hang on. Hello. Tim, this is the 45th time you've called. I don't take your calls, Tim. I don't want to talk to you. All right. Okay, clean your hands after that, and always use a paper towel, because you don't want to contaminate chicken juice on anything in your restaurant. Yeah, Tim, we don't call. Just give it up, man. We have many people who have no idea what they're dealing with. I'm extremely high-strung. I was told last night, they said, David, you're really high-strung. I am. I'm kind of like a bundle of energy that you don't want to mess with. Have you ever seen the Tasmanian devil? Well, I'm the Tasmanian angel, so deal with it. All right. Pressure cookers are great, Pedro. Yeah. My mother cooked things on pressure cookers during my childhood. We ran a show on pressure cooking, and back in the 50s, it was really popular. 50s and 60s, yeah. Okay, so we're getting that pan hot. We're going to put a little olive oil on it. Wait a second, is that Tim again? I hope not. Hello? 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 No answer. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put some oil in that pan. Doesn't have to be too much. Wait a second, is that even clean? Ouch. Yeah, that's okay. Luckily I didn't burn my hand. That would have been something. Okay. Today we're going to be using some old food products too that I've been wanting to get rid of. Like I said, the garlic has got to go. Hey, some of you really liked my my cucumber routine last Thursday. Remember when I did this? They loved that. But then I found out there's an urban statement called "you're cuke," and I looked it up and I was like, Dave, you don't want to be a cuke. Yeah, no cucumbers here, buddy. I don't eat a lot of cheddar at one sitting. I try to minimize it. I go for like small slices, but I have been known to eat a slice of cheddar now and then with a piece of ham. It's an urban myth. It's an urban whatever slang. You guessed it. Okay, I'll show you how to make these garlics really quick. Just kind of put a knife on them and go like that. Don't hit yourself. Don't hit the blade of the knife. And then do the onion too. Remember how I showed you to do this? You get a little bit in and then you press down like that. Otherwise you're going to hurt yourself. Okay, pulling the skin off is pretty easy. This is an organic onion I scored yesterday. I found some great organic onions, great deal. 3 pounds of organic onions for a song. Song, song, song. And I'm just peeling it off here. De-skinning it. All right. Let's get the onions going. You don't want the very end. You can put that away. I'm going to throw the broccoli stock in there right now because it looks like it's ready to be cooked. just going to get that started right now. I'm not going to put the garlic in yet. And then I'm going to put the chicken on top of the hot grill. So, with a little bit of the onion glaze on it, so I can like, whoa, wait a second, hang on, hold on guys, we got a bad guy here. You're not supposed to be here. Yeah. Whenever somebody bad comes in the room, I will try to ban them. I'll get them out of here. Have no fear, Dave's here. So this is my kitchen. Beautiful, my capsicum Medusa is growing very well. I've got a view out of the window, but I can't see it because of the light, backlighting. Okay, that garlic is probably going to be something I want to pull apart here, so let's do that. So they just pop right out, and you throw the holes in the compost heap. There's a controversy about using garlic skins and onion skins in compost. Highly, I don't think it matters at all. It won't slow your composting down. It adds to the material, the denitrified material. It's not going to hurt it, contrary to popular opinion. You can definitely put coffee grounds in your compost. Hi there, Veggies Delicious. The beautiful thing about this vermiculture that Sarah's doing and we're doing is these worms are working 24/7 on breaking up the spent food products and getting them into good soil. So we're really looking at a fantastic improvement in the soil. We're finally growing things here thanks to the vermiculture. It's the best soil you can get. It's even better than manure, which is great. Kind of tedious to get these hulls off even after you hit it. There we go. I'm using a lot of garlic today because I really want this whole dinner to pop. Yeah, give it kind of that extra taste that everyone loves. I'm also going to be introducing a type of cooking I've been doing with chicken, and that's adding blue cheese to it. Hang on, we got an attack. Okay, we're going to go into slow mode now. So you guys will have to put up with that. All right. Yeah, that's the only way we can handle it is slow mode. So sorry about that. Yeah. Thank you. All right. Gotta rinse my hands off here. We're almost done peeling off the garlic hulls. The onions are cooking at level 3. I'm trying to get the griddle hot so I can throw that chicken right on it. But I've been using blue cheese with chicken, and I'm telling you, the taste is unbelievable. So today I have a little bit of blue cheese dressing, the rest of a bottle. I'm going to be using some of that and a little bit of non-fat yogurt. No, it's not too much garlic. It's really perfect. In order to get this thing to pop, we're gonna also do some pasta. So I'm coming in under $4, but you're gonna be coming in under 5. So most people can't find cauliflower for as cheap as I bought it, and I recognize that. I mean, it's not easy to find cauliflower for $2 that size. All right. I think I'm going to rinse my hands off, and then we're going to go with the breaking up the celery. We're going to cut it into some slices here for take the tips off so you don't want any rusted parts. Kind of do a little celery thing to have on the side. I can go in with the onions right now. Well, I'm glad I chose that onion because it looked like it was about ready to go. I'm cooking a cauliflower chicken mix right now, and I'm going to add a little bit of pasta to it. So I'm going to get some water in the pasta water container. I'm only making a little bit of pasta because I really don't want to push the pasta. I'm going to go with some bow tie farfalle. We'll go ahead and start this up on a back burner at level 5. All right. Okay, that's getting hot over there. What I'm going to do is take a little bit of this pesto container that I was going to clean out. I'm going to go with, whenever you get something like this, you can always use it for a little flavoring. Great way to flavor a meal. If you have nothing like this to get started with, use your trusted Italian seasoning. No, actually, this blue cheese is non-GMO. It's Marie's. It's really good quality, I'm telling you. Very good stuff. If you ever get a chance, get non-GMO Marie's blue cheese. Okay, I'm just going to take a little of this and throw it in there and do a little steam fry with that onion. I'm getting the temperature up to level 6 now. In fact, I'm going to put them both at level 6. Yeah, there we go. And I am going to take a little of the Italian seasoning and kind of sprinkle the chicken. Because the chicken's going to be the tasty morsels. We're just using about the equivalent of about 2 thighs. Nice. Hey, steam fried. Yeah, I'm bringing my temperatures up right now to level 6. Let's do a little curry powder too. I agree. I bought this amazing bulk curry powder for $3. It was like $2.99. It was amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in there on top of the chicken. Curry powder has a cumin, turmeric, all kinds of goodies. That's going to definitely add flavor. I think you have to add curry whenever you add the word delight. It's a requirement. Okay, that's really hot in there. I'm just going to do the quick spin move. Here we go. Right in there. Keeping all the vegetables, sealing the deal. I have not put the garlic in yet. So I'm going to prep the garlic right here. Make sure there's no weirdness in the garlic. Picking out anything that I may have missed. Sometimes there's little tops of the garlic you have to watch out for. They're kind of hard to eat. Okay. Now I am going to do a little prep with the pepper. I cut the top off and I pull the interior out like that, and you can grow that. You can grow a pepper plant. You can pull all the seeds out. You don't want the seeds in there. Okay, we're also going to leave these fairly big because, you know, we want something big to touch when people want to eat it. So no more than a quarter of an inch, no more than right around a quarter of an inch. That's what I'm saying. Okay. The garlic you want to dice lightly. Now this temperature on this thing is really coming in at level 6 right now. It's cooking really fast. So when I add my other ingredients, I want to have everything going ready to go. So I'm going to put my Anaheim pepper in there because I grew it outside. I just harvested this. Anaheim peppers are the lowest heat of any pepper out there. They're even lower than poblanos. Poblano peppers have hardly any heat, and same with Anaheims. They're really good for that. Green peppers are good for that too. The most popular. So you don't have to have anything like green pepper, or you can pick a red pepper for this dish too. A lipstick pepper. All right, everything kind of chopped up and big enough to kind of like really cook. I'm going to throw the broccoli in later, but right now I'm going to throw this in. With the garlic. Now I haven't done anything with the chicken. I haven't rotated it. I just throw it in there and I keep that seal going. This is the whole idea of steam fry and fusion cooking as I see it. So I was not a trained nouveau chef. So nouveau cuisine came out in the California period. I studied a little of it, but I was never really interested in cooking for people. I can't stand food waste. I'm kind of like Anthony Bourdain that way. He really hated food waste. And, you know, ground control to Chef Dave. Hey, Angeltown. Hi. Yeah, so I just said, I'm not going to become a line chef or a sous chef. I just don't like to see people throw food away. It really bugs me. And I don't want to be one of those chefs that pulls the food off of the plates that are being thrown away and put it into a soup. But I probably, you know, would be bordering on that. Yeah, it's just, nobody wants to see a chef use old food. So I use food to the max. Yeah, Lindsey Graham, what happened with him, man? He had a little conniptions there. Do you think maybe he's been involved in some sort of sexual encounter of some sort? Maybe somebody attacked him? He seems like me lady doth protest too much. It's like Lindsey Graham's covering up something, you know? There's something weird about that guy. Yeah, what's the deal with that? Do you think he may have had a rape in his family and he's kind of overcoming that problem? He seems really kind of unsettled. Okay, that's really cooking. You ready to do the big thing? We got to cut this cauliflower. So I'm going to cut the base of it off. There we go. Okay, the chicken is almost done. I haven't even looked at it, but it's almost done. I'm going to rinse this off. It's ready to go. Get a good picture of it. You can just slice it any way you want. Throw the whole thing in there. No more than about a ½ inch thick. Okay, ready? Here we go. Open up the pan, give it a little stir. Nice, distribute everything evenly. Okay, I'll get that. Sure, I'm not doing anything. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Hey, what's up? Yeah, what's going on? Yeah. What? Yeah. Yeah. What's your question? Yeah, I'm waiting. Okay. The question is, who's my greatest cooking inspiration? The answer is Graham Kerr, the Galloping Gourmet. Not Lindsey Graham. Graham Kerr, the Galloping Gourmet. If you ever get a chance to look him up, he's a natural. He was great. We used to watch him. He's turned into like a Christian chef now, but Graham Kerr is really amazing. Julia Childs was an inspiration too, as well. The Galloping Gourmet. Yeah, he's turned into a Christian chef now. He does, you know, I don't know, he's quite old, but he was an amazing personality. Very, I'm gonna put a little more Italian seasoning on top. Very lively. Very lively. All right, we're still cooking at level 6. What's that? Yeah, I'm at level 6 right now. You know, I think he cooks religiously, so Yeah, I think he's religiously cooking all the time.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. All right. Any other questions? Because I'm right in the middle of my cooking episode.
Yeah. Would you say that the food that he cooked is religious?
No, it's not. Hey, thanks for calling. Later. Okay. I'm going to put the broccoli on top of the cauliflower. Okay, and then turn everything down to level 3 and cover it up. Now you can put a little bit more water in there. That's another option. I also like to throw a little Parmesan in this when you're cooking it. So go ahead and throw some Parmesan on top. And a little water to rinse it down in there. Okay. The water over there is at a full boil. I'm going to go ahead and put my farfalle in there. I'm going to start with a little bit of tricolor rotini just to get rid of whatever's in there. Oh, I thought we just handled the call. Hang on. If this is the same person.
Call phone
I mean, it's the third part.
to accept.
Yeah, we just handled your call and I can't take any more calls. Sorry. Wow. Unreal. Well, at least we have a phone you can call me at. That's all good. All right, so it's kind of a time to put the rest of the farfalle in there, and I'm just going to go ahead and open up this box. These things are $1 a piece. If you look for them on sale, you can get the non-GMO Barilla. Ronzoni makes some too for $1 a piece. Always look for these on sale. Yeah, seriously. You don't want to get the genetically modified wheat. Makes you rethink whether you're going to get a pizza too. I know. Tastes great. Okay, this is going in there with the rotini. I'm just going to put about no more than a third of the box. I mean, I've got a lot left over. I'll make another meal out of that. I'm just going for something light. The idea is to kind of fake out the real carbo people when they're eating. So when you're eating something and you're like, wow, I really want carbos, they see a few of these things in there and they're going, oh yeah, this is great. So it won't freak out the carbo addicts in your family who are obviously, eating in too much carbos. You bought 4 boxes, 2 for free. That's cool. I think I'm going to put a few more farfalls in there. The #1 brand in pasta in Italy. All right. Yeah, and it takes about 12 minutes for that to cook, so we're good on time. Hey, and that other container is a level 3, and we're cooking at level 3. We're going to take both levels down to 3 now. And just kind of saute the pasta and keep this cover on, keep it sealed. It's still steaming. That cauliflower is going to be an amazing alternative to carbohydrates. I heard Lindsey Graham had a little hissy fit there. Yeah, when is he going to come out and tell people, his real feelings? He seems a little overly personal, denigrating this young lady. And acting like it's a Democratic witch hunt. It's not. We're just trying to find out if Brett Kavanaugh is a rapist. I think that's relevant, don't you think? Number 3 would be a low medium on your gas stove. Howie can call in later. We're going to run his voice print against the lot lizard video to see if it's really him. Yeah, everyone says Howie is the lot lizard guy, and we have voice technology. We can match his voice perfectly, so when he calls in, we'll be able to verify completely if it's him or not. Yeah. Anyway, cookie is supposed to be fun. I have a troubling issue I have to deal with right now, which is, what do I do with all these plastic bags? Now, we are poisoning the ocean with this stuff. It's got to stop. Now, this should either be made out of a completely carbon-based, cornstarch-based, biodegradable plastic, or we really shouldn't be using these. So what I'm going to do is reuse this item. I'm going to let it air out, and yeah. So I'm not above letting these things dry out and reuse them. Take them to the store with me. Think of all the starving animals that can't eat because they have plastic in their stomach lining their stomach, like this. Wow, you're sick. You need to be removed from the show, and you need to either seek counseling or possibly go to jail for your behavior in here. Yeah. Wow, I can't believe what I just saw. That's crazy, man. Viva Lindsey Graham? Really? I'll take a Lindsey Graham with extra cream, please. I'm sorry, but when I see a homosexual, closet homosexual, get really angry about some woman being raped, I keep thinking there's something going on there. Hey, what's happening? Robuscules has something. Commercial food waste, livestock. What are they doing in Vegas? Vegas. Oh yeah, there's a Waste Expo coming up in Vegas. Cool. They had it during Waste Expo 2018. It already happened in Vegas. The company collected 14 totes and nearly 4,000 pounds of food scraps, which was processed and fed to livestock within 24 hours. And all the livestock were slaughtered and fed to really, really fat people. Wow, that's good to know that we're using that food waste. I know you like your beef. All right, now that chicken is blending in with the flavors, all working in. The nice thing about this, the thigh meat, is it doesn't get dried out. That's why I use thigh meat in this entire dish. It imbues the flavor of chicken into your meat or into your vegetables. So don't lift that cover until you see steam coming out of it. So we're still waiting on that. And I'm still slowly boiling my my pasta to mix it all together. Now there's a time at which we're going to add the rest of this chunky blue cheese to this dinner. Yes, and I also have a little yogurt I may add to this meal as well, just to kind of like round it out. Hey, I don't talk about things like that, Pitoro. That's a bannable offense. Yeah, but I'll let you stay in here since you're trying to be normal. I know it's difficult for many of you who are not normal. Yes, it's supposed to be fun. Well, we're going to have to deal with the plastic waste problem. Actually, it's a Greek yogurt. Let me take a look here. It's made by the Greek gods. So, yeah, so it's definitely bona fide Greek. The Greek gods made it, so I mean, how can you lose? I support Dr. Ford too. That's right. Mad Dog's trying to become some sort of a. Oh, you've got another Mad Dog in here, not the conservative one. We got the non-conservative one alternating with 1969 Mad Dog. Wow. So Mad Dog, you've been kind of duplicated on the right and the left. Interesting. Food waste. If you eat non-GMO, it reduces pain. Good to know. Thank you. I have had Vienna sausage. It's the only thing that Sarah will eat when it comes to processed meat. I said, why do you like that over like sausages? She said, well, I just will only eat Vienna sausages. So. All right, good for you. Thank you for taking on the left position to counter Mad Dog 1968, who's clearly a right-wing Trump supporter. Okay, I'm seeing steam coming out of here. It's a good sign. I'm seeing my falafel still cooking. This is the time we just kick back and watch everything. Make sure we put everything in the right place. Oh man, I gotta dump the compost heap again. Look at this. It's like full of compost. Now that's just sad, see? Even containers I'll take and rinse out. This is a number 1 peat, so. Well, let's be clear. Yeah, the number 1 peat is, number 1 and number 2 are being taken by my local recycler. They won't take any other plastic now. So all that's recyclable material right there, which I'm going to put in the compost heap right here. And it is gross. Look at that. Try not to put utensils in the compost heap. They don't break down. Like if you put a knife in here, it won't actually break down. I use antique cutlery, by the way. It's been in my family since the 1950s and 60s. Yeah, is that kind of cool? All right, then that goes underneath the sink to be used again later. It's always a time to clean up in a kitchen. You never not clean up. Cleaning up is mandatory. Yeah. No, you don't defecate or urinate in the compost bin. That's a no-no. Yeah, that was the finished meal for a rat that I have outside that's trying to get into my compost heap. Yeah, we found this varmint trying to break into our new compost. We've got a new compost bin, and he's tenacious, I'll tell you. Yeah, Mickey Rat. All right, we're going to get the bowl out to mix everything up first. Okay. You dirty rat. You dirty rat. All right, so we're good there. I'm glad I didn't start the show early because we only have those two clips 2 hours long of Kavanaugh and her talking. It's not like I wanted to spend the whole day with the same thing over and over again. Okay. Great, I think we're done. Okay, we're going to drain out the pasta. Turn the flame off. Every last bow tie. All right, and I'm just going to drain this thing into the sink, hot water. And I'm going to put that in the bowl at the base. Yeah, then if you want, you can just cover it up like that because your cauliflower is cooking. And now is the time to kind of press into it and kind of move it around. All right. It's got to be very tender, but not too tender. Kind of mushy, and then start rotating it completely around. Pressing in. Moving the chicken up because the chicken's totally cooked and you can meld it with all the other flavors. Okay, I'm going to keep it in there for just a little longer. It's almost perfect. You can get a feel for how well done it is, but it's almost ready. I'm going to top it off with a little bit of Parmesan, about 1.5 tablespoons or so. And I'm going to take the rest of that blue cheese that I have in here and pour it on top. You can put a little water in the container, mix it around, and put every last bit of it in there. Now, I did this last week and people thought I was nuts when I was putting mayonnaise in the dinner, but we're creating an instant Alfredo. Not nice? Now I'm going to cover that up and cook it a little longer. And kind of let the flavors all blend now. That's my spa kicked on. It does that at the show time now. Yeah, I take a 30-minute spa every day. I work out. I find that swimming is the best thing because, you know, when you get older, you don't want to push your joints. If you start jogging when you're my age, you get like floating kidneys and heart problems, and, you know, I don't want that. No calls right now. I'm getting ready to wrap things up. Now, another idea is to add peas to this. If you really want to, give it that extra. I don't want to do that. I'm going to keep the broccoli cauliflower mix with the onion taste, the garlic, and that chicken flavor. And what this is going to create is a complete whole meal that you can eat. You can put in the refrigerator, store it for the freezer, whatever you want to do. It could be like a lunch, a light lunch. And I make these things because Sarah can take them to school because she does not like carbohydrates. She gets kind of a reaction when she has too many carbohydrates during the day. She gets kind of angry, irritable. People who are sensitive to that should probably have carbs in the morning, and then kind of taper off during the day. Oh, I'm sorry, Howie. You're not allowed to talk now. Yeah. You can't come in with this kind of criticism of my show. No. You'll be permabanned if you keep it up, Howie. Yeah. Poor Howie, he does seem like Lot Lizard, doesn't he? That guy's really a mess. Yeah, you're not allowed to dox people. It's a felony. And that's why I've been saying people have been committing felonies for the past 2 years here. We have it all documented. It won't go unnoticed. Don't worry. He just criticized everything in the show. All the things that I'm making, because he's probably really obese and he eats carbohydrates all the time. And people who are really obese, they don't know what's going on. They have no idea how to get out of that situation. It's really tough when you reach that point where you can't see your what when you look down. Yeah, you got to use a mirror, 2 mirrors, one here and one here, just to know you have one. What's going on? Yeah, saccharose. Oh yeah, I've been targeted. They have no idea how to stop me. It's crazy, isn't it? I'm cut like a diamond. And you didn't get that way eating rabbit food. Oh, hang on, I think Sarah's here. Hey, you made it. Just lock the door behind you. Thank you. Okay, we're ready to wrap it up here, folks. This can be turned off. We're all set to add a little bit of the final ingredients. I'm going to put a little olive oil over the pasta here. This is just a small amount of pasta relative to the rest of the dish, so hardly any really. But it looks nice, and it kind of gives people the impression they're eating pasta. So you get the low carb delight. Now you can make this dinner with tuna fish. I don't, I would not hesitate to use tuna fish if you had nothing in the cupboard, as opposed to chicken. But the more I thought about it, the more I wanted chicken. Okay, we're going to pull that out, take it in here, and just start pouring it right into the pan. Inverting it in. There we go. Oh, it smells great. And just go into the bottom and rotate the pasta slightly into it. Mix it slightly. And there you have it. A meal for 8 people. And it is ready to go. Look at that. You can serve it with pepper and Parmesan. Fantastic. I'm going to cover it up. The nice thing about that blue cheese taste is it really enhances, it works with the chicken, and it kind of pulls it all together with the cauliflower. Everything works. Yeah. Hey, thank you very much. We will sign off for now, but we'll see you guys next week. But in the meantime, I'll be doing my show in about 2 minutes. Thank you. Take care.